Hi, my dear cookies and foodies. I hope you guys are good. So, my name is Nella and I go by my signature name, Cooking with Mrs. Kosa. Today, I'm back with another video where we will be making some potato salad with a twist, right? So, this is potato salad with Nella's twist. So, how I usually do it, I have like a few potatoes here which I've washed and cleaned already. I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff it like that and half it on the other side like that, and finally in the middle. So I have roughly about 8 pieces. So that's how I chop them up. And I already have my hot water here in a pot. So I add my potatoes and I will add some salt and also some black pepper. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add my salt, just a little bit, not too much, and then add my black pepper. So I've already grinded some, so I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my hot stove, and I'm just gonna continue chopping up the rest. So for this reason, I do not peel my potatoes. I prefer them like this, so I don't peel them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut everything up into equal 8 pieces and do the same for all of them. Basil, so that's the twist that I add basil in my potato salad, and it gives it that that delicious kick that you need. So let me just go ahead and add everything in my pot. It's boiling already, so I'm adding all of them. And then I'm also gonna boil this with some butter. I have some butter here. I'm gonna add some butter as well in my pot and just let it boil for about 5 to 10 minutes. My stove is on high, so I'm gonna boil them for 5 to 10 minutes. I don't want them to be overly boiled, but obviously you want them to be well cooked. So let's boil our potatoes, and then I'll come back with the rest of the ingredients that I'll be adding in my potato salad. So this is 7 to 15 minutes later, and I've boiled my potatoes and they're now ready. And when I use a fork, they are soft enough. So I'm gonna just go right ahead now and drain the water. So I'm gonna use that and drain the water, and then we're gonna now incorporate everything else that we wanna add in our potato salad. I just finished draining my potatoes, and I'm just gonna go right ahead now and transfer them in my serving bowl. That is how it's looking. You can still see the pepper. So I'm gonna go right ahead and add some basil. This is Nella's twist that I'm incorporating into my potato salad. So I'm just gonna go right ahead, rinse my basil and chop it up. So let's go right ahead and chop up our basil. So that's like a handful of basil that you will need. So I'm just gonna use this for garnish at the end. So I'm just gonna go right ahead. Let's chop it up. You must chop it up finely into small pieces. You don't want to be chewing into a big chunk of basil. So just try to chop it up finely. That will do you some good. So let me just already chopped up a little bit of onion that I'm also gonna add in my potato salad. So let's just finish up the chopping and add the two together. Now let's go ahead and add our basil. Okay, let me just bring it closer so that you can see. So before I add my basil and I add my onions, I'm gonna just go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of aromat. Just sprinkle it around on top like that. And then now I'm also gonna add again some pepper. Remember when I boiled this, I did add pepper, but not a lot. So now I'm just adding again. And I'm also gonna add my my basil. So you just add the basil, sprinkle it, sprinkle it, sprinkle it, sprinkle it. And lastly, I'm adding my onions in there. Perfect. So there's this Nola mayonnaise that I bought. You know, let me tell you something. Never do a last minute Christmas shopping because you'll be disappointed. That's what happened, because this was the only mayonnaise that was available at the shops. So I went for it and I tried it out. It's perfect. This has reduced oil, so this is perfect. It's just that it is lighter, you know. It's very light. You can even see it is very light. It's very light, right? So I'm just gonna mix it with my Tengen Black and Crosswell mayonnaise, which is darker. I just want to show you guys the difference so that you can actually see what I'm talking about, right? The Nola, this Nola, and this other one, this is the Black and Crosswell. So you see what I'm talking about, the differences. So this one has reduced oil. It's very healthy. It's good if you're watching your weight. This is very good. And this is my favorite. So I'm just gonna mix the two and then we mix up everything. Oh, another thing that I go ahead and add that much of butter, right? I also used butter as I was starting to boil everything, but then I also add some butter when I'm mixing everything. It gives it that zinginess, that ntontoni, man. So it's good that I do this while it's still warm so that the butter will melt nicely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix everything together. Mix it up. Overwhelm your dish, of course, with a lot of mayonnaise. Yes, it is a potato salad with mayonnaise, but you don't want to add a lot. You just want to add enough to coat the potatoes. So you just want to add enough. So that is how it is looking. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up the sides of my serving bowl. So this is how it is looking, my dear cookies. So try this and comment down below and let me know how it turned out. If you liked it, adding the basil, it gives it that nice flavor. So please don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, obviously comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you tried it and you've liked it when you've added the basil. And also share these videos with your friends and their friends and your family members. From me to you, until next time we meet, my dear cookies, let me love and leave you. Mwah. Bye, cookies.